Alright, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to pull some cards and see what comes out for us today. I hope everybody is doing well. And I hope the reading resonates with you. And if it do, would you please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, I'm going to be using these new cards that I made the other day. And I just want to test some things out and see how they go. So, if you wouldn't mind, stick around and see how it goes with me, please. Alright, let's see what comes out. So this one is a relationships and connections card, and it says the lessons within a connection. So the lessons within a connection. This card is about the things that we learn about ourselves and other people when we are connected to them. Not just like romantically, but platonically as well. So when we are connected to other people, we learn that we don't really have anything like not the same about ourselves. Honestly, truly. Because we're both humans, and by us being humans, we have everything in common. We're both breathing. We both have hair, whether it's like if you got long hair, short hair, no hair, bald head, whatever, you got body hair. And if you don't have any body hair, then you also have the awareness that that could be you. If you're looking at somebody and they don't have what you have, they don't have those things because you have what you have. Do that make sense? And you have what you have because you don't have what they have. They have what they have because they're supposed to have what they have. That's why they are them and you are you. And by connection of that, that's how we are supposed to be. When everybody is not supposed to be the same. We're not all supposed to look the same. We're not all supposed to have the same things. We don't all have the same ideology. We don't have the same desires. However, we all desire to be loved, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, and connected to. One of my mentors always say a man is not supposed to be alone. She say that all the time, and I be like, girl, what are you talking about? Sometimes some people do want to be alone, but since I'm looking at this one is understanding our soul's blueprint. So again, that goes back to what I was just saying. Like, we are created uniquely, specifically, as an individual. And once we understand that, we don't need to be out here on this planet trying to change somebody. Oh, you supposed to look like that. Why you look like that? Why you wear your hair like that? Why you wearing that? Why you expressing yourself like that? Why you spraying that on? Why you smell like that? Why you bathing? Why you not bathing? Why you brushing your teeth? Why you not brushing your teeth? Why you mad at that? Because, honey, that's how I'm uniquely made that way. Take that up with God. Jeez. Anyway, move forward. Now, let's see what comes out for us today. What's the lesson about these connections? What do we need to understand about our soul's blueprint? What these people looking out here looking like? King of Coins, Megabooks, provider, investor. So you could be a provider, someone else could be a provider. You can be in a state of prosperity right now. Prosperity don't always mean that um, you have a whole lot of money. You could be somebody who might not have a whole lot of money, but you could be very well resourceful. You could be a very resourceful being. It could be something that you can make something out of nothing. You can be somebody who knows how to utilize the materials of this world. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes. All right. The Sun card, optimism, happiness, positivity. So whoever you are, you can have all that you need, and you can be feeling really positive about it. You can be happy about being able to give to somebody. You can be happy about being able to invest in somebody. You can be optimistic about um, who it is that you may come in contact with today that you get a chance to pour into. Another one of my mentors told me, uh, we all serve a purpose in the sense in which this goes in alignment with this statement, the lesson about the connection, the lessons within a connection, and the understanding our soul's blueprint. So, uh, there could be somebody in need. Your purpose, your unique, specific blueprint would be the person that is meant to provide for them, to give them food, to give them a couple of dollars. That could be specifically what God put in your blueprint for your soul for you to do. And you understanding that there has to be a provider and there has to be a receiver. If there was nobody to give to, then you wouldn't be labeled a provider. And if there was nobody to be in the receiving mode, then there will be no providers or no givers. And having the positive outlook about that, having the awareness that that is why we are all here. We all serve a unique, specific purpose. And that's a positive thing. All right? Six of Wands, victory, recognition, triumph. You can be recognized for all that you do. You could be somebody who is really like a really influential provider. Somebody who probably donate money and people don't even know it. And you do it because that's what makes you happy. You're doing these things because that's what makes you happy. You give people money out the kindness of your heart, like truly. And that's why you're blessed. That's why you receive the glory. That's why you receive the victory. Because you out here doing stuff out the kindness of your heart. You understand that that's your soul's blueprint to give. You understand the lessons within a connection. You understand how the universe works. So that's how you maneuver in this world. And that's how you can continue to show up, and that's how you continue to keep being blessed. Let's see. What's the low vibrational end? Low vibrational end. Seven of coins. Patience. Investments. Stacking. So on the low vibrational end, you could, there could be somebody that you are giving to, and you giving this money to them, they're in a state of impatience. They aren't investing and they aren't stacking. But that's okay, because by you investing in them, you're helping them stack. And by you giving to them is actually in their time of need. So even though they are maybe feeling impatient, you giving to them is right on time. So they may be like this in a low vibrational end, being patient, they may be giving their money away, but they receiving too. Or they could be impatient, not investing, and not stacking their money. But again, it's all working out. It's good. It don't matter if they ain't stacking. It don't matter if they are impatient. It don't matter if they don't make good investments. You do. Just like I said, everybody is on their own unique, specific journey. And you being this person, the King of Coins, you was once in the position of the Seven of Coins. You was once someone who was impatient until you learned how to be patient. You were someone who wasn't investing until you learned how to invest. You were someone who wasn't stacking until you learned how to stack. But you understand that you understand that that's a part of the process. You've recognized that those were the actions that was needed to be taken. That those were the things that needed to happen in order for you to acquire not just the physical money, but that physical money is also the representation of the mental knowledge that you've obtained through that process. You stayed optimistic. You stayed happy. You stayed positive. And by this person coming into contact with you, I'm going to project this type of energy. By this person coming into contact with you, they grow, and they are now on the path towards becoming a King of Coins of their own. Someone who is also a provider, an investor, someone who has mega bucks, because they are learning how to invest and how to stack and how to be patient with themselves. What's the message for the next 7 to 14 days? Queen of Coins. Didn't I just tell you that? Cash flow, powerhouse, supplier. I just said that. So again, if you're this person who has been impatient and you haven't been invested in yourself or others, and you haven't been stacking your money, and not just stacking physical, tangible things, but if you haven't been stacking up on your wisdom, If you haven't been stacking up on your relationships, if you haven't been stacking up on your resources, if you haven't been stacking your knowledge, if you haven't been stacking your skills, if you haven't been recognized for the work that you have been doing, your time is coming soon too. Stay positive, stay optimistic. Somebody is watching you. A provider, an investor, someone with more money than you actually have, but you are also calling it in. Because ultimately you're gonna be their perfect match. So this also goes with that the reading before this one too. So if you've made it this far, check out that reading if you haven't. The reading that's before this one. This could be what you're actually manifesting. That's for the greater good of all. You two meeting each other is for the greater good. And it's a part of your soul's blueprint. But there is a lesson within that connection that you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to invest. You're going to learn how to gain money. You're going to learn how to have a positive attitude. You're going to learn how to recognize the actions that that's going to need to be taken in order for you to obtain this win that you're seeking, that you're being impatient about. What's at the bottom of the deck? Again, Ace of Coins, new money, bling, cash. See, this reading got to be connected to that other one, because I done shuffled these cards. But let's see what we get. We'll see what affirmation card come out for this. All right. This card is, I can see my world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. So when you start tuning yourself to look at the world and the ways in which God, universe, source, Buddha, Allah, all there is, all there will be, the archangels, the ancestors, nameless ones, all that, want you to, the way that they are aware of, they are tapped into, then you will understand and know and see and live and view life from the point that there is no need for you to be ever experiencing or living anything that you don't actually really want to be living, or experiencing anything that you don't actually want to be experiencing, because you will understand that there is a lesson within the connection of that point of awareness. You'll understand your soul's blueprint, and you'll be happy about that. You'll be optimistic about your future. You'll tap into the way in which you're supposed to be investing in yourself. You'll be more patient with yourself. You'll call the cash flow towards you. And you'll understand that that's your powerhouse. That Source is your provider. God is your provider. So that's the reading. If this reading resonated with you, hit that thumbs up button. And also, if you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around for so long. Thank you for your love and support. And I will talk to y'all in the next one.